Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Pritham Kapsika, a graduate student, and I'm from India. I've worked for 4 years back in India, and afterwards I came here for the master studies in construction management. And today I'm going to present my master's thesis defense on geometric quality assessment of a modular house using BIM and photogrammetric point clouds. This research has been conducted to determine a solution for geometric quality assessment of a modular building and its components using photogrammetric point clouds. This presentation will highlight the methodology adopted, uh, the results achieved, and the lessons learned from the several challenges which we faced during this study. So these are the key topics which I am going to cover in the upcoming slides. We'll go through the introduction, key literatures, research methodology, results, and then conclusion. So modular construction is a process of offsite prefabrication of the building components uh, in a controlled environment at multiple shops or yards, and later then these components are assembled at a fabrication shop, and afterwards those components are transported at a construction site to form a building unit or a facility. Modular construction has advantageously reduced cost and time of construction and improved accuracy, product and productivity. It has also reduced the requirement of labor and minimize the construction waste. And it has got no impact of climatic conditions. Due to its numerous benefits, modular construction has thrived over the years across the globe. So, according to a report in 2020, US has generated modular construction has generated over $8 billion revenue annually in the United States. And according to a survey conducted in 2018, in the region of East, North, Central, Southern region, and Mid-Atlantic regions of the United States, over 10,334 panelized pre-cut homes and 10,560 modular homes were constructed. Uh, Although the modular construction methods are adopted widely, however, this construction has got three critical phases, which are transportation, assembly, and installation. These critical phases affects the affects modular construction, the progress of modular construction. So before transporting the modules to the job site, if the modules are having poor geometric quality, then it will impact the installation process, which may result in system or the project failure. And also it causes delays in schedule, and it incurs high construction costs due to rework. According to a study in 2014 in Hong Kong, there was a major design failure due to inaccurate geometry of the structure. Geometric quality assessments are traditionally conducted manually with the help of using measuring tapes, straight edge, and slip gauge. And this process is tiresome and are fraught with human errors. So there's a solution for that, which is generation of point clouds. Point clouds is a set of data points that are organized in spatial representation. And these data points are grouped into a structure that are defined by coordinate system. Uh, the a point cloud in such coordinate system is a representation of geographical or spatial information of the actual or generated physical system. Past researches have been conducted in construction and healthcare industry and botanical studies. So these are the images taken from those researches. The image with the plant was an approach, photogrammetric approach for point cloud generation. And the one with the human face was done using laser scanning. And the one on the right side was done using photogrammetric approach for the renovation of the church. So there are various data acquisition techniques for point clouds, which are laser scanning or LiDAR, photogrammetry, videogrammetry, RGB-D camera, and stereo cameras. Stereo cameras are those cameras which has got multiple lenses, and these data acquisition techniques differ in several aspects, which are accuracy, range, cost, and ease in mobility. So the application of point clouds in the construction industry are monitoring construction progress, geometrical assessment, and detecting structural defects, construction safety management, building performance analysis, and construction quality assessment. So the key literatures which on which this study was based are evaluation of accuracy of as-built 3D modeling from photos taken by handheld digital camera. In this study, the authors followed the photogrammetric approach for developing point clouds. And in this process, the photos were stitched manually, which was a tiresome process. And afterwards, the model was exported to the CAD modeling software for further refinement of the models. However, this research was done in 2012, and due to no advancements in those days, the error range was about 2 to 5%. Another literature another literature is based on laser scanning, and in this literature, three approaches were analyzed, which is scan versus BIM, GDT. GDT means geometric digital twinning, and scan to BIM GDT, and parametric BIM GDT. Yeah. Out of this, scan versus BIM GDT was the one approach which had the best accuracy out of all the three approaches. This literature studied the credibility of the approaches for developing point clouds with the help of geometric digital twinning. And this study was conducted on a bridge, bridge components. This study was conducted using LiDAR and BIM. So they generated point clouds of a building component, and they compared it with the BIM model for accuracy. And the error range was from 0.1 to 2.3 mm. This study was conducted to analyze the various approaches and and to understand the accuracy or the cost of the data acquisition techniques, and they followed this approach, and they they concluded that the laser scanning approach was the most accurate one out of all these followed approaches. So previous researches on photogrammetric point clouds was done on bridge construction site and houses, which took more time in generation of point clouds due to manual photo stitching, and it has got a high percentage of inaccuracy, and the quality of the point clouds was low, and because of this disadvantages, the implementation of this technology was impractical. So the gap in the body of knowledge, research on point clouds using laser scanning approach has been conducted more widely than and limited research has been done on photogrammetric point clouds, and geometric quality assessment of modular structures has not been conducted using photogrammetric approach, and solution is lacking except laser scanning approach. And there's a need to find a inexpensive and rapid solution for generation of point clouds. And photogrammetric approach after the advancement made is not tested. So the research needs, there's a need to determine inexpensive solution for developing high quality point clouds using photogrammetric approach and generate high quality point clouds in a modular construction project. Investigate accuracy of photogrammetric approach, photogrammetric point clouds by implementing new advancements in the technology, and understand and document the lessons learned understand and document the limitations of the advanced point cloud generation approach. So the research objective for this study were to generate high quality point cloud model with photogrammetric approach in modular construction, and to assess the quality of generated photogrammetric point clouds by comparing it to BIM model, and to document the lessons learned from this study. So the research methodology consisted of four important phases, which is data collection, model generation, analysis, and documentation, which this will be discussed in upcoming slides. So for this study, we selected a case project, which is UNLV's Solar Decathlon project. And this was the type of project was energy efficient modular construction. Project manager were Rick Hurt and Ran Mantek, and the size of structure was 58 feet by 12.5 feet. The duration of this construction was about 1 year. It started in March 2020 and was finished in March 2021. And we secured first position in presentation and operations, second position in innovation and energy, and overall we secured third position in the United States. So for the data collection of this project, we we used a handheld camera, which is having a resolution of 31.7 megapixels, and the camera lens used was 24 105 mm, and the camera mode we used for taking pictures was Scene Intelligent Auto mode. We selected this camera based on the suggestions and advice given by a professional photographer. And the date and time of photography was, the date was 20th of March 2021, and the start time for taking pictures was 8:38 a.m. and it finished by 9:40 a.m. And we defined a rectangular orbit for taking the pictures, which was 16 feet away from the structure and 5.5 feet and 18 feet above the ground level. So these distances were decided based on the position of the structure and the quality of the image. For maintaining the overlapping of the images, we maintained about 60 to 80% overlapping, and for that we took pictures 5 feet apart from each viewpoints, and the photographs of the roof were taken by after designing a tripod, which was designed using a roll steel, and the height of tripod was 18 feet, and this tripod was mobilized around the structure for taking the pictures of the roof. So these are the sample photos, and you can clearly see how we maintained 80 to 60 to 80% of overlapping. Softwares for this study we used were Autodesk Recap Photo and Autodesk Recap Pro. Autodesk Recap Photo was used for generating the point clouds, and Autodesk Recap Pro was used for determining the dimensions of the point cloud. The reason we used Autodesk Recap Pro was for determining the dimensions was because it has got a feature which displays multiple dimensions. However, Autodesk Recap Photo doesn't have that feature, so that's why we use Autodesk Recap Pro. And for the model generation, we selected 100 photos, uh, depending on their overlapping and the exposure. And also we analyze the photos for maximum coverage of reference points, and depending on that, we selected the photos. The time for photo processing was the uploading time of photos was approximately 30 minutes, and the software returned the model in 2 hours. For the model refining process, after the software returned the point cloud model, uh, noise data was removed, and the holes in the point clouds were filled, and this process took approximately 15 minutes. Afterwards, transformation of the model was done. That is selection of axis and orienting it based on the visual inspection. The geometry of the structure was uh, uh, aligned with the three coordinate axis. And afterwards, the scale was adjusted first by setting the units to fit, and then selecting the two endpoints of the structure and entering the actual dimension. This model was exported to Autodesk Recap Pro in PTS format, and it was imported to Recap Pro server for further analysis. So the detailed dimension analysis was conducted on structural geometry, that is edges of the structure, and building components such as doors, windows, and drainage louver. For determination of dimensions of the point clouds, a freehand measurement tool was used, and this was used by selecting the two suitable endpoints of the point clouds, and it was also checked for possible dimensions to reduce the error. And then the comparison of dimensions was conducted between point cloud dimensions and BIM dimensions. Changes in the BIM dimensions were revised in response to the changes on the job site, and the di determ so the dimensions of a particular building component in BIM were determined, and those dimensions were compared with the dimensions of the point clouds, and these dimensions were documented, and the error percentage was calculated. For calculation of error percentage, we use the formula which is delta L equals to length of actual dimensions minus length of point clouds, and the percentage was calculated by delta L by LAD into 100. So this was the BIM model which we developed in Revit. So before heading towards the final project, we did a pilot study on UNLV Solar Decathlon 2017 project and a storage container. However, we didn't analyze the dimensions. It was just a test project which we did for understanding the working of the software. So the research scope and limitation. This study was done for a period of over 1 year, and hence the recent advancements were not considered. Also, the study was done on only one single test project, so the results may not be reliable. And this study was limited to modular house, and studies on complex structures may impact the accuracy of the point clouds. The interior part of the structure was excluded due to spatial limitations. Uh, Autodesk software, we study only analyze Autodesk software. Other software may have high or low accuracy. And the camera resolution used for this study was 31.7 megapixels. So higher specification cameras may have better point cloud accuracy and quality. So for the results, we faced several challenges, and out of which the one was obstructions on the site. Uh, and this model was generated using the photos having obstructions. So on the north side of the structure, sorry, this west side of the structure, there was an obstruction due to which we couldn't take pictures properly. And also in the south side of the structure, there was some obstruction. Other modular components were kept in the manufacturing industry. So that's why we couldn't take pictures properly. And hence this model was failed. Uh, Due to insufficient overlapping. So we tried to reduce the overlapping less than 60 to 80%, and due to which the software couldn't generate high quality point cloud model. Also, the software provides a feature using for point cloud generation using GPS data. However, due to low quality GPS data of the images, the software couldn't generate accurate point cloud model, but the quality of the point cloud model was good. Uh, there were some workers and objects moving on the sites, so due to which there were differences in the photos, and so point cloud model generated using those photos failed to create a high quality point cloud model. Uh, Delay in taking photographs. There was a delay in taking photographs after after uh, uh, we decided to take pictures without having any movements or any object movements. We took pictures in the morning, and then we took pictures in the lunch break. So due to which there was a difference in the exposure effect, and the software couldn't produce a model, high quality model, due to having distinct exposure effect. So we also tried to reduce the number of photos, and due to which the software couldn't generate a high quality point cloud model. Also, we tried using drone and digital camera photos together. This model failed because of varying image data and distinct exposure effect. Also, the camera specifications were different. So we also generated point cloud with other software, which was Arena 4D. However, the software couldn't generate high quality point clouds, and also it was difficult to conduct geometrical analysis. That's why we preferred using Autodesk Recap. So other challenges during this study we encountered were photographing the roof. The tripod was really heavy, and due to wind impact, uh, and due to wind impact, it needed constant tightening of the bolts. Availability of the software programs. No software programs are available for determining automated dimensions of the point clouds. Uh, Reflective facade of the structure impacts the quality of point clouds, since uh, the facade reflects uh, different objects from different angles, and the climatic conditions and COVID-19 impacted this data collection process because of heat waves and exposure effect. Uh, we couldn't take pictures, and also there were some site access restrictions due to COVID-19. So this is the developed 3D point cloud model, and you can see there are some holes so that the software could not match the texture of the structure with the holes. And this, this this image is from the Autodesk Recap Pro, and we conducted the dimensional analysis on it uh, for all the components and the edges of the structure. We also analyzed diagonals. So as mentioned earlier, calculation of deviations was done using this formula, and all the dimensions showed in the results are in fit. So these were the results which we obtained from the dimensional analysis, and you can clearly see the error percentage was reduced to a significant amount. So for the structural geometry, we found maximum percentage of error as 1.0514%, and minimum error found was 0.0067%. The average error of these uh, deviation analysis was found for 0.4169%, and the median error was 0.2882%. The standard deviation was found 0.3897%. So for the building components, these were the results, and the maximum error was found 0.7250%, and the minimum error was 0.0011% error percent. The average error was 0.1028%, and the median error was 0.0923%, and the standard deviation was 0.4193%. So the summary of the research, we investigated photogrammetric approach with the help of commercially available software program Autodesk Recap Photo and Autodesk Recap Pro. And we successfully generated high quality point cloud model having higher accuracy. We also successfully conducted the geometric quality assessment on a modular structure. And uh, limitation of the 100 photos in the software may not affect the accuracy or the quality of point clouds since overlapping was maintained in the study. Summary of the dimensional analysis, significant reduction in errors compared to previous research was found. Uh, Also, the error percentage range from minus 0.6133% to 1.0514% for building geometry, and the error percentage ranged from 0.7250% to 0.0011% for the building components. Average percentage of error for building geometry was found 0.4169%, and for the building components, it was found 0.1028%. So the summary of lessons learned, the software failed to produce high quality or accurate point clouds models due to on-site obstructions, insufficient overlapping, low quality GPS data, movement of objects or workers, distinct exposure effect, insufficient number of photos, drone and camera photos, and other software. So majority of the dimensions were found slightly smaller than the original dimensions. Implementation of this technology in modular construction uh, is that this can be used for geometric quality assessment for a small scale project. Uh, Due to lack of focus on the bottom part of the structure and the reflective facade, it affected the quality of point clouds. So for the image processing of the for image processing for generation of the point clouds, the software requires images in a sequence, and software's commercial license allows you to upload 300 images, but it is suitable for large scale projects. Autodesk Recap Photo software can be used for generating visualized records for data simulation and potential dimension takeoffs, defect detection, quality inspection, renovation, and site safety management. So contributions of the study to the industry we generated high quality point cloud models with photogrammetric approach in modular construction with higher accuracy at a low cost and within a short period of time. We also demonstrated point cloud models with photogrammetric approach can be used for geometric quality assessment. And the contributions of this study to the body of knowledge are we validated the photogrammetric approach for generating 3D point clouds in modular construction. We also assessed the accuracy of 3D point clouds with the photogrammetric approach in modular house project. We also documented lessons learned from 3D point clouds development with photogrammetric approach for future work. So for the future work, multiple case projects should be assessed for higher accuracy rates. Accurate GPS data should be utilized for aerial simulation in the software. Better cameras, drone cameras, and other software should be utilized for point cloud generation. Other projects such as high-rise building, complex projects, or other construction projects should be analyzed for geometric quality assessment using this approach. So finally, I would like to thank Dr. Choi for supporting, guiding, and encouraging me throughout the research. I would also like to thank Consumer Technology Association who supported this research financially. Also, I would like to thank UNLV's School of Architecture, Professor Weber, Eric Weber, who helped us with the CAD modeling, CAD drawings. Also, I would like to thank Richard, the project manager of UNLV's Solar Decathlon. He helped me with the tripod, and he also gave me some valuable insights for data collection. I would also like to thank UNLV's Solar Decathlon team, Autodesk software, also my colleagues and friends, Sachin Nambudiri, Dr. Santapi, Alejandro, and Ryan for helping me out with the traveling and the data collection process during the study. So, so the publication plan from this research is we submitted an abstract which is accepted to Construction Research Congress, and we are also document. We are also planning to prepare a paper for Conference of Construction Engineering and Project Management, and also we are going to submit a paper to automation in construction journal. Yeah, questions.